30 additional charges have been laid against two suspects in connection with rock-throwing incidents in Markham and Whitchurch-Stouffville. A 17-year-old boy and an 18-year-old man are now charged with 31 counts of mischief under $5,000. The 17-year-old is also now charged with 1 count of assault with a weapon. Both were arrested late last month. In York Regional Police are investigating into more than 24 rock-throwing incidents, which began in July of last year, some of which targeted moving vehicles. For more on the cases that are being investigated by York Police, we're joined by Constable Kevin Nabria. Thank you so much, Constable Nabria, for joining us. Can you walk us through what happened on those dates and how these new charges are related to a specific incident?
Yeah, so we are aware of a total of 29 incidents that date back to July 2024. These two males, a 17-year-old and 18-year-old, are now responsible for at least 20 of these incidents. And so there are 9 incidents still outstanding, and our investigators continue to work to figure out who is responsible for the 9 additional incidents, whether it is these two males or others. Again, we do appeal for anyone with information to come forward and contact our investigators.
Is there one particular date that stands out that some of these charges are related to?
Again, it goes back to July 2024, so it's a multitude of incidents where one person was injured as a result of a rock being thrown at a moving vehicle. Again, fortunately, it could have been worse in a lot of these incidents, but we do have these two males now accountable for at least 20 of them.
Sounds horrifying. If you were the person in the car that this rock came through and you had an accident because of it, I know there were injuries because of this incident and many of these incidents. What is your message to people that are out on the roads if something like this ever happens to them?
So first and foremost, you want to think what's important now if you are in your vehicle and a rock does come through your window. As tough as it may seem in that moment, try to slow things down, pull over if it's safe to do so, and just reassess. If you are seriously injured, are you able to call for help? And just remain in the vehicle. And if you can, again, in the heat of the moment, try to remember as much as you can as to what direction it might have come from if you do see it ahead of time, and just as much detail as possible to assist our investigators. I think that's what's been integral in these charges being laid, is that people have come forward with various forms of evidence that have essentially led the investigators to these two males and the appropriate charges to be laid.
Now that the charges have been laid for these two males, what happens to them? Do they wait their court date?
So they do have a court date coming up. Again, they are facing a total of 35 charges for the 20 incidents. So they are released. They are on charges now. And again, we still are investigating 9 additional incidents at least. Again, if there are any other incidents that have yet to be reported, to contact our investigators.
Okay, thank you so much for this. We appreciate your time. York Regional Police Constable Kevin Nabria.